When you went to school to become a holistic practitioner, did you realize you were also becoming an internet marketer? Everybody has to learn that to be in business these days, and it can be really overwhelming, especially if your job isn't to be in the technology business. You know, I'm probably a lot like you. When I first started out, I didn't know anything, but I learned how to master technology and make it empower me as an entrepreneur. So in this segment, I'm going to give you some tips for how to plan your internet marketing strategy and also how to manage your technology learning curve. I got my start on the internet in 1999. That was right on the heels of finding out that I was going to be losing my job as manager of an aromatherapy store because our company got bought and then closed down in a corporate merger. I had to figure out what I was going to do. And opening up a retail brick and mortar store was completely not an option because I couldn't afford that yet. At the time, the internet was still pretty new, and yeah, I know that dates me. But I had read in the newspaper something about Yahoo stores opening up. It was the first online e-commerce stores that were built on template sites. And when I saw that, I didn't know anything about the internet yet, but I knew that was my answer. And I learned how to build a website, I learned how to have e-commerce and email newsletters and market myself online. And it has been my ticket to freedom ever since. And it can be your ticket to freedom too. Let me explain a little bit how the internet works in a really broad perspective. The internet is comprised of a lot of different companies offering software solutions that all work together to help you reach your goals, okay? And there's something called SaaS, which is software as a service. And these are the things that you use every day. You have Facebook to connect with your friends and your customers, websites, shopping carts, bookkeeping programs, video hosting solutions, all of these things fit together. And so when you are launching your business, you need to figure out which of the services that you need to use. And then, as you know, you subscribe to them and you pay a fee, monthly, yearly, some of them are free, right? So you have to be able to think through your strategy and put together all the different puzzle pieces so that you can accomplish your goals. Now, that means you have a lot of different learning curves. Each bit of software, each platform, each kind of technology, they all have a learning curve, and there's no getting around that. So if you don't want to get overwhelmed, you really need to think about what are your internet marketing priorities. There are 5 main categories of internet technology that you're going to need to learn if you want to promote your practice online. And I'm going to put them in order of priority. First ones are must-haves, and the last ones are in the category of really, really good to have. So the first one is your website. That's not optional anymore. Second one is your email list. You need a way to stay in touch with leads that you worked really hard to get. Third one is social media. Now that's probably the #1 cause of overwhelm that I hear from everybody, but you can find ways to do that are simple. Start with one platform at a time. You need to have some way to be doing social media marketing. Now the fourth one is optional, but I highly recommend doing some kind of online classes. That can be teleclasses, webinars, but something where you're doing some marketing that shows your skills as a teacher. And last one is video marketing, and that also is important for the same reason, shows your knowledge and your expertise, and it also really helps people get a sense of who you are and feel like they know you. Starts to create that connection between you and your audience, and it's a really great thing to have. Now, the important thing to understand is each one of these internet marketing methods has a big set of skill sets, and you have to also learn different software technology to make them all work. And this is where most people spin out and get overwhelmed. So to stack your learning curves, you want to focus on learning no more than 1 or 2 new technologies at a time. I mean, personally, that's my limit. That's 2. And if I even dabble around in a third, my head starts to explode. So keep your focus on what you're learning, and make sure it's relevant to something you can implement. I know I covered that quickly, but I have a tool that's going to make it easier for you. I created an infographic that's going to go over those 5 main internet marketing strategies again, and it's also going to detail for you the exact little steps and skill sets that you're going to have to learn along the way to implement those techniques. This is going to really help you stack your learning curves. So instead of going too broad and trying to learn too many things at once, if you follow this little map that I'm going to teach you about stacking your learning curves, you'll know exactly what you should be learning next, and then hopefully not getting so overwhelmed. By the way, I have one other little freebie for you. People that sign up for my VIP list can also receive a free copy of my marketing content planner. And that's a nice little cheat sheet geared towards holistic health and beauty businesses, where you can get topic ideas for what to write about in your monthly newsletter or in your daily social media campaigns. And that's free for all my VIPs. Just go to any page on my website at jayasavannah.com, and at the top you'll see a big pink stripe and a place where you can enter your email, and you'll get that marketing content planner as a free gift. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.